Hi, my friend. Today we're gonna read the book Goldilocks by Jen Brett. Jen Brett also, I love Jen Brett. She has such beautiful books. We read few of them at school. Jen Brett, she does the illustration and she writes a story. And usually so beautiful. You should watch everything she does in a page. You know, on the frame, she had always a beautiful frame, and in the frame there's a story also there that you should always look around it, and the colors and the way she draws, and her stories are very beautiful. So Jen Brett, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This is Goldilocks. You see, we start with the frames. What do we have? We have the souris, or the rats. They're gathering food. And this is the bears. So always look at the frame when you're reading a book from Jen Brett, because there's always a story there. And this is Goldilocks. She's in the forest. She went in the forest and she's picking up flowers and going around, looking around. So this is Goldilocks, and she came to a clearing and she saw a house. But before that, let's see what's happening in the house. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived together in a house of their own in the wood. Look what a beautiful house. Okay. One of them was a little small wee bear. Little in French is petit, and bear is ours. So we have the petit ours, petit bear, little wee bear. And one was a middle-sized bear, the mommy bear, middle-sized bear. Middle in French is moyen, moyen. Moyen ours. And the other was a great, huge bear, grand, big. Grand in French. Big, large is grand. So, little, middle size, and large in French is petit, moyen, and grand. Grand. And bear is ours. Look at the shoe. They each had a bowl for their porridge. A little bowl for the little small wee bear. So, un bowl, petit is little, for le petit bear, le petit ours. So this is the little bowl. Le petit. So, a little bowl for the little small wee bear, a middle-sized bowl for the middle-sized bear. This is a middle size, moyen. Middle is moyen, for the bear that is moyen also. And a great, huge bowl for the great, huge bear. So this is the big one, large. Petit, moyen, large. Petit, moyen, large. And they each had a chair to sit in. A little chair. Chair in French is chaise. La chaise. Chair. So a little chaise. Une chaise petite. Petit, little. A little chair for the little small wee bear. A middle-sized chair. A middle-sized chair for the middle-sized bear. So, une chaise moyenne, middle, moyenne. And a great, huge chair for the huge bear. So, petite chaise. I'm sorry, friends, 1 second. So, petit, moyen et large. So, petit, moyen et large. And chaise. Petite chaise, moyenne, grande. And they have a little bed for the little bear. A little bed. Bed in French is lit. Un lit. Un lit, petit. So a little bed for the little bear, wee bear. A middle-sized bed for the middle-sized bear. Moyen, un lit moyen for the middle-sized bear. And a big, huge bed for the big, huge bear. So we have little bed, middle-sized bed, large bed. Petit, moyen, grand. And in French, bed is un lit, lit. Little, middle, large. Petit, moyen, grand. And the chair is la chaise for a chair. For the bowl, little, middle, big, huge. And in French, petit, moyen, and grand. And bowl in French is bowl. Also bowl, un bowl. Okay, let's continue. And look, friend, at the frame. This is the bowls here. Little, middle, large. And this is the beds. Okay. One day, after they had made their porridge for breakfast and poured it into their porridge bowls, they walked into the woods while the porridge was cooling. Look what beautiful the forest is. And they're picking up mushrooms. Look at the flower, sunflower, tournesol in French, sunflower. And the bear is playing, picking up mushroom here. And look at the rats. But who's coming? Goldilocks. Like I told you, you should look in the frame because the frame is part of the story with Jen Brett. So we have Goldilocks. And while they were walking, a little girl named Goldilocks came to their house. First, she looked in at the window. She was start looking. Then she peeped in at the keyhole, and seeing no one was at home, she lifted the latch. The door opened. The door opened before her, and in she went. Look at the owl, Ibu. Okay. How pleased, how happy Goldilocks was when she saw the steamy porridge on the table because she was hungry after walking in the forest. The sweet smell of the porridge with roasted nuts, honey, and berries filled the room. She can smell it all over the room. It was so tempting that Goldilocks set about helping herself. So Goldilocks, she starts eating from the bowls. First, she tasted the porridge of the great, huge bear. So she tried the first one, but it was too hot. Oh, she almost burned her tongue. And then she tasted the porridge of the middle-sized bear. But it was not hot. It was too cold at that point. Then she tried the porridge that is in a little bowl for the little wee bear. And she ate it all because it wasn't hot or cold. It was just perfect. And she ate the whole bowl. She ate it all up. Look at the beautiful color, friend. This is a big, huge bowl for the big, huge bear. So, large, medium, small. Grand, moyen, petit. And look here, you can see in the frame that the bears are still in the forest. The little bear is playing with you know that bears, they love honey. This is their favorite food, honeys, berries, and fish. That's what they love to eat. And here he's playing with the honey hive, trying to get some honey. And the mommy and daddy are walking. Look at the beautiful, how she decorates her books. Then Goldilocks sat down in a chair of the great huge bear. So she sat first on this chair. But it was too hard for her. Then she sat down in the chair of the middle-sized bear. But it was too soft for her. And then she sat down in the chair of the little small wee bear. And this chair was neither large, neither small. It was just perfect. She was enjoying it so much that she was wiggling, and she broke the chair. So the bottom of the chair gave way, and down she came, plump, upon the floor. That's not good. Look at the beautiful color, the vert, the rouge. Then Goldilocks went upstairs to the bedroom in which the three bears slept. First, she lay down upon the bed of the great, huge bear. This is a big bear, large, grand. But that was too high at the head for her. Next, she lay down upon the bed of the middle-sized bear. This is a middle size, moyen. But that was too high at the foot for her. Then she lay down upon the bed of the little small wee bear, and that was neither too high nor but just right for her. So she covered herself up comfortably and fell fast asleep. So she slept in a little chair, in a little bed of the wee bear. Okay, so let's review, friend. We have petit, moyen, grand, little, middle-sized, large, petit, moyen, grand, petit, moyen, grand, little, middle-sized, large. By this time, the three bears thought their porridge would be cool enough to eat. So they returned home for breakfast. Now Goldilocks had left the spoon of the great huge bear standing in his porridge. Somebody has been at my porridge, said the great huge bear in his great, rough, gruff voice. Look how he's looking inside his porridge. And look at Goldilocks, she's sleeping upstairs. She doesn't know that the bears came back. And then the middle-sized bear looked at her. She saw that the spoon was standing in it too. Somebody has been at my porridge, said the middle-sized bear in her middle voice. Then the little small bear, wee bear, looked at his bowl, and the spoon was in the porridge bowl, but the porridge was all gone. Somebody has been at my porridge and has eaten it all up, said the little small wee bear in his little small wee voice. Upon this, the three bears, seeing that someone had entered their house and eaten up little small wee bear's breakfast, began to look about them. Now Goldilocks had not put the hard cushion straight when she rose from the chair of the great huge bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said the great huge bear in his great rough, gruff voice. And Goldilocks had crumpled the soft cushion of the middle-sized bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said the middle-sized bear in her middle voice. And you know what Goldilocks had done to the third chair? You know that she broke it. Somebody has been sitting in my chair and has set the broom right out of it, said the little small wee bear in his little small wee voice. He was so sad that they broke his chair. Okay. You see the beehive and the raton. Then the bears thought it necessary that they should make a further search. They're gonna look in all the house because definitely someone was in their house. So they went upstairs to their bedroom. Now Goldilocks had put the pillow of the great huge bear out of its place. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the great huge bear in his great rough, gruff voice. And Goldilocks had pulled the cover of the middle-sized bear out of its place. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. And then the little small wee bear came to a look at his bed. There was Goldilocks, sleeping peacefully, her long shiny braids spread across his pillow. Little small wee bear just stared at her for a moment and didn't say anything. He was amazed to see this little girl sleeping in his bed. But then he cried, "Somebody has been lying in my bed, and here she is." Look, she has flowers in her hand. And look at the mouse, they're looking at her. Goldilocks had heard in her sleep, she heard in her sleep while she's sleeping, the great rough, gruff voice of the great huge bear and the middle voice of the middle-sized bear. But it was only as if she had heard someone speaking in a dream. But when she heard the little small wee voice of the little small wee bear, it was sharp and so shrill and so like her own that it awakened her at once. She woke up and she saw three bears looking at her, the big bear, the middle-sized bear, and the little wee bear. Grand, moyen et petit. Look at the little, the rats. They're looking, they're following the story. And there's a papillon, butterflies. Just watch the beautiful colors. What she's gonna do, Goldilocks? Up! She started, she jumped from the bed because she was so surprised. And when she saw the three bears on one side of the bed, she tumbled herself off the other and ran to the window. Out Goldilocks jumped and ran away as fast as she could run, not looking behind her until she was very, very far away. And the bears kept looking at her from the window. We hope that she won't come back. I hope she learned a lesson. And look, mice. And the hive of the for the bees. Oh, so cute. And what happened to Goldilocks afterward? No one can tell because they never saw her again. But the three bears never saw anything more of her. And look how they're hugging each other. And she left her flowers. And Mother Bear maybe put them under her hair. And the baby bear, they're all hugging each other. Okay, friend, that's a beautiful story. Jen Brett has really very nice stories. But you have to take your time reading her stories because there's so many treasures inside the pages. She put a lot of drawing and here and there, so you have to look for them. Okay, let's review, friends. Let's review the large, middle size, small. We review them in French and in English. So, large, grand, middle size is moyen, petit, small. Large, grand, middle size is moyen, small is petit. And this is a chair, une chaise, la chaise. Beds, le lit, large, grand, un grand lit. Middle size is moyen, lit moyen. and little bed is petit lit. Okay, friends? Love you. Bye bye.